little quickie quasi repair video for you. Mostly just to say Happy New Year's and thank you for the 11 subscribers I have who've watched these videos and hopefully gained something out of it. So I appreciate the fact that you've joined the channel and appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to watch a little bit. I want to say, like, my son's STEM videos actually were really popular, so once school gets back in, we'll do some more STEM videos along with some more repairs. I've got another repair video on the way, but this is just a quick one. I have a printer. It's a low-on toner. It's a Brother's MFC-L2710DW, and it uses standard. Let's turn this light off. It's washing things out a little bit. TN730 standard yield toner cartridges, or high yield TN760. Now, what I did is I went on Amazon and bought some compatible cartridges. These toner TN2420s, and I'm going to show you what occurs when you sometimes stick in a compatible cartridge. So the first thing we need to do is remove the old cartridge bay. Lower this for a second, and then we'll pop this one out. Okay. Now you have a little plastic strip that needs to come off this inside, and we should be able to easily transition the old Brother's cartridge for this Waywent version. Alright, snapped in place. And we'll fit it back into the machine. Now, as soon as I put it in, let's see if I can get this to focus on that light without being washed out. Sorry, I got the shakes real bad. Let's focus on something else. Well, you can't tell on here because of the backlight. But what it's saying is cannot. There we go. Cannot detect. Put the toner cartridge back. So it's got a detection. It's not detecting this toner cartridge, and there is a reason for that. And it's because Brothers, as with many printer companies now, ensure that they have somewhat of a protection. Making sure you have real Brothers identified parts put into their system. There's a way around this, and hopefully I don't get any complaints from Brothers company, but I'll show you that here in a second. So here are both parts side by side. This being the Waywent, whatever, however you want to call it. Be careful where you put your fingers to get them on the actual rolling drum. You're going to get toner on you. You'll probably need to run the cleaning thing if you touch these, or put that plastic protective slip back on. Here goes a genuine Brothers part, and like I said, it's detecting to make sure you've installed a genuine part. And how it's doing that is through this little circuit chip right here. Needs to be competitive and be able to speak to the machine in order to detect this right part. So first we're going to remove the Waywent chip. Alright, so here goes the Waywent brand chip. It's got a little catch release up at the top, which you can pull upwards on, and you can carefully slide this chip out like so. Notice that it's got a little 1.5 volt battery in it. You can check that battery to see if it's good, but more than likely that's not the problem. What the problem is going to be whatever signal is fed in versus how it's compared coming out. There's something internal onto here that does a probably sends a voltage or a signal and waits for a specific reply or something like that to identify itself as a genuine Brothers part. However, this chip is not working or not sending the correct signal back. So let's move the off brand out of the way. Let's bring in the Brothers brand. Now this one is going to be a little bit harder to lift. Now I've already lifted this out. I scraped away what I thought was some glue here. It honestly wasn't. There's double-sided adhesive tape used on the bottom. So when you pry this out, just a little bit of pressure, okay, upwards. Allow this adhesive to work itself loose. You don't need to accidentally crack this board and ruin one of these vias going to this little IC here. If you did that, it would not work in the future. You would completely ruin your successful chance of swapping things around. Anyways, now we're going to move the Brothers toner cartridge, which was a little toner, out of the way, and we will fit this chip into here. And let's reinstall it into the printer. Alright. Compatible toner cartridge in. Into my Brothers printer. And it seems to be spooling up fine. And there we have it. I can get it to read in. It is printing just fine, or identifying it as a just fine. And go to print reports, transmission address, user settings, print settings, network, from dot print. We'll do that one. This will help clean the drum from any of our fingerprints that went on there. Hopefully I didn't get any too many oils on it. And there we go. Obviously, I printed out one before using the genuine Brothers cartridge. You can see that it's a lot darker than the generic one, but that's just what you're going to get with a generic toner cartridge. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, like, none of that required, but I do appreciate the fact that for those of you who joined my channel this year, and those of you who watched it even without subscribing, hopefully you've gained something from it. Hopefully you have a good 2021. Take care. Bye.